Hello YouTube, I'm 39 weeks pregnant, and if you've all seen my latest update, which I did yesterday night, you'll see there's no baby. No baby. Contractions have pretty much slowed right down. I'm feeling very confused, very frustrated. This whole week has been like full of ups and downs, highs and lows, and waiting, wondering, loads of uncertainty. I've been backwards and forwards between feeling fairly okay and then feeling frightened. Ever since I went to see my doctor the last time, the best word I can use to describe what she did is she spooked me into kind of like, I guess it's just because she had such a kind of, she implied such skepticism when I talked about a home birth to her. And then obviously the midwife had to come see me on Friday to do a home visit, just to check out the place and to go through some protocol. And obviously it's part of her job to warn me of the kind of things that can happen in labour and under what circumstances I would need to be transferred to hospital and when it would be an emergency and when it wouldn't be. And she left the examination right until the last minute, and then she tells me that the baby's still not engaged, and for a first time mum it's expected that your baby will be engaged by 38 weeks. The baby's not engaged, not, as I understand it, not fully. I'm really confused because one midwife said that they were 2/5 of the way in, another one has said that they're not engaged, and it's just like, well, is this baby coming or going? You know, is it pelvic disproportion, or is it just that, you know, because there are different things, and you know, you read so many different things, and like I went back to my original book that I had been reading like religiously for the first, I don't know, 6 months of my pregnancy. I went back to it and had a look, and it said that sometimes babies don't engage if you have quite an athletic physique, which, not to blow my own trumpet or anything, I think I do, because I had really quite toned abs before. That kind of physique, the muscles can actually hold the baby in place, and sometimes it's that the baby won't actually move down until labour begins because the contractions will actually help to push the baby down into the pelvis. But by a similar token, it might be pelvic disproportion, which is more than likely because I have a mother who had that. And let's face it, you know, I'm 4'6" and I've got the tiniest feet in the world. If there's a correlation apparently between your shoe size and the size of your pelvis, and it's so frustrating because I just don't know which way this is going to go. And the thing is that the time is now running out, and I'm going to see my midwife tomorrow. She's going to do another home visit to see if the baby is moved, and if they haven't, then I have to go and see the consultant again on Friday. And she will probably say that she's going to book me in for a C-section, like that, which is fine, you know, and it's fine. It's just really, really irritating, because for, you know, the past couple of months now, I've been gearing up to be prepared for a natural vaginal delivery. And now it turns out that I have to flip my thinking again and go right back to square one, where I thought that a vaginal delivery would be impossible for me. Ugh. Wow, that was some rant. And like, it's really sweet because last night, obviously I've got like loads of comments on my labour ? Video, people saying, oh my god, good luck, so exciting, and it's like, yes, I don't even know if this is the real thing. I mean, those contractions, they started properly, like probably, don't know, mid-afternoon yesterday, about maybe 4-ish, and I really kind of started to notice them about 5-ish, and then they seemed to get more intense as the evening wore on, but they were coming like every 2 to 3 minutes, like clockwork. And then I decided to go to bed like normal, and I managed to sleep. I feel quite tired today. I feel quite sleepy because, you know, I just quite naturally you'd expect yourself to be restless, you know, when you're constantly thinking, oh my god, could this be it? Have I packed everything? Is everything ready? And then I wake up this morning and they're like gone. And then then they kind of crept on again, and I have them probably, I don't know, between every 10 to 20 minutes. So that's like a few an hour. Whereas yesterday night I was getting like 6 in 15 minutes. Oh, it's so frustrating because it's so unclear. And, you know, I'm so bored of waiting, and I understand that I'm happy, you know, to have a cesarean if that's necessary, but I'd really like it if my body kind of got on with it first and, you know, and tried to do it the natural way. And then if that wasn't working, obviously, you know, I'd have to go for a cesarean. That's fine. I'm just, I don't know, I'm just really fed up maybe. The really frustrating thing is that I can't even talk to my midwife about it until tomorrow. I rang this morning, the surgery, and asked to speak to my midwife, but all the community midwives are out on a study day today, so I can't speak to anyone. And, you know, nice deep cleansing breaths. This is probably the most negative video I've ever done. I'm really sorry. I do apologise. It's just so confusing. And you know, and to get this far and then suddenly feel like I'm not going to be able to be capable, like I'm not going to be capable of a natural vaginal delivery. And the stupid thing is that I even know that there's no real shame in having a cesarean. And my mum, who's had 4 of them, didn't even, you know, she said that she never felt like a failure at all. In fact, she felt like she was doing something equally brave as going into labour, you know, and everything. It was just as hard and just as difficult to get over that, you know? So I guess I'm really lucky to have a mum who's had that experience and feels very positively about it, because if that's what it boils down to, then it's probably going to be a huge help to me. I just think maybe I think I'm kind of angry at myself as well, because I've fallen into the very thing that I was going to try so hard to avoid, and that was, you know, that I guess I've got my hopes up that it would be normal and, you know, for me, yeah, normal for me, and now I'm feeling like I'm having to reverse all of that, undo all that work, and go back to thinking, well, actually, this might not be normal for me. Anyway, so apart from the contractions, symptoms include really kind of stingy, sharp pains down below, and leaky boobs again, accompanied by stingy, leaky boobs. So stuff is happening, which is encouraging, but then also there's this problem of, like, the midwife who did the examination for me at the home visit and told me that the baby still wasn't engaged, then drops into conversation that actually if my waters broke and the and anything came out of my vagina, which, you know, could be like a hand or a foot or the cord, you know, that's very serious, and I'd have to dial 999 and be taken to hospital and delivered C-section straight away. She left it until right at the last minute to tell me this, and then left. And I was left with that. And so now Mum's all spooked as well. We're both spooked. You know, we're thinking, well, maybe we shouldn't have even been allowed to consider a home birth. I'm going to stop ranting now. I'm sure you're really, really bored of it, and I'm just going to do the belly measurement and get on with my day. 39-week belly. Not engaged, apparently. I can't even remember what I was last week. Well, I'm like 34 3/4, which is about, well, it's like just under 89 centimetres. I'm really sorry this has been such a negative update. I didn't mean it to be at all. I didn't intend to be quite so angry when I did it. But I guess that's the reality. This is what it's like. And I intend to be as real as possible, so... Anyway, keep your eyes peeled for updates. I'm also updating via Twitter, so if you want to follow me on Twitter, you can do so. I'll put my username in the box below, and you can follow me where I'll be updating real time as and when stuff happens, and I'll probably try and do a few more little videos here and there if stuff happens, if there's a development of some kind. So I'll speak to you guys, if not next week, before, probably. So, take care everyone, thanks for tuning in and putting up with me. Rah, you know, just kind of like getting a bit leery. Right, see you guys, bye.